Hello. Okay. In the time that has passed since I started recording this vlog, I have relocated my office area to be in the shared office with my fiance. Oh my gosh. And I actually am so old now that I have to wear glasses when I'm doing a lot of computer work. And you see that? Yeah, the blue light, the anti-glare. It's because I'm old and my eyes get tired. But I just wanted to check in. Like, my finals are literally due tomorrow, so I'm not gonna film jack shit tomorrow. I've been working on these two papers for so freaking long. It feels like one paper I'm almost there, the other one I'm kind of holding off on because it's a little bit easier than the first one, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of work tomorrow. It is currently 7:23 p.m. and we started playing D&D. I talked about it on my main channel if anyone cares, but me and my friends play Dungeons and Dragons, and we started playing on Saturday nights now at 9 p.m. So I have a little bit of time that I can put in to give another like effort on these papers before I give myself a little treat. I do have a different setup for my dice box for the character that I'm playing tonight. The character I'm playing tonight is a aberrant mind sorcerer that's kind of inspired by Jean Grey, but yeah, she has this is just an eraser, but it's like a little piece of sushi, and that's because I thought, me being a psych nerd, I thought it would be interesting to have her be a picky eater.
So what I neglected to mention before I got distracted by shiny click-clack math rocks is the reason why I made Phoebe, this D&D character, a picky eater. It was honestly because our dungeon master asked us if our characters were picky eaters and everyone was saying no. So I decided to say yes. And then I started thinking about the and. Why the hell is my character a picky eater? And then I decided that it made perfect sense since she is using telepathy and telekinesis. Aberrant mind sorcerers use those powers and have powers that it's basically, like I said, like Jean Grey. So if you know the character of Jean Grey, you know what I'm going for. But I thought, since I know about the brain and I'm studying psychology, that if you really had those powers, you would probably be burning through all of the myelination in your brain. And so she's subconsciously seeking out foods that are helping increase the myelination in her brain. So like fish, avocado, eggs, nuts, seaweed, stuff like that. And then that dawned on me that all of those ingredients are in sushi. So hence, that's how Phoebe became a sushi snob. This might only be interesting to me.
A 4, is that the kind of night I'm gonna have tonight? Okay, maybe I'll just stick with these really cool Valentine's Day. Yeah, meh. You can kind of see them. But, they just sound so pretty. 17? Okay, yeah, the holo dice it is tonight. But I've got 2 sets of dice on here. I've got this like galaxy rose gold pink one, and then these rose gold hollow metal dice. And I'm so excited to play tonight. It's with my friends who play a like homebrewed home game, and we've been playing since, well, I've been playing with this DM since 2020. And I've been playing with these friends, I would probably say, for a whole year, because we like celebrated the first leg of the campaign ending at the end of 2021. So I guess this is year 2. And that's gonna be at 9 p.m. And then what else did I want to say? Oh, the stuff that I've been reading. So last I updated you about stuff I was reading the first book of the Broken Earth trilogy, which is the 5th season, and I finished it. I really liked it. The end of that book I really liked. I really enjoyed the whole experience of reading that book. I really enjoyed the second person perspective that they took, so that you kind of had to like empathize with the characters more so and be put like literally into their shoes and being told you are doing this is happening to you. It was just a really cool experience. So I started the second one and I am on page 87, chapter 6, and I also started and have been reading Hanya Yanagihara's Hanya Yanagihara's The People in the Trees, which is a really weirdly surreal read. It's about basically kind of like colonialism in the 1950s. It's been a long day. In the 1950s, a young doctor goes to an expedition to a remote Micronesian island, and the reason why is because there's like legends and actual evidence of these native people, the Uvuians or Uuvians. I am really bad at Pacific Islander names and stuff like that, but the native peoples of these Micronesian islands that they're at aren't aging. They seem like they're just kind of frozen in time, but they have like cognitive disabilities and things that are happening to them in exchange for not aging. The reason why they don't age kind of ties in with the mythos of the native people and the island, which has to do with a turtle. And so far it's a really good read. I would not recommend this to anyone that doesn't like any sort of like anthropology type things. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to work on my psych papers for a little bit here. Kind of low-key worried about these specific finals is because this teacher for this paper is a real stickler for citations and like kind of little gotcha things, whereas the other teacher for the other big paper that I have due really only cares about if you understand the concepts, and if your paper is demonstrating that, they're not gonna like ding you for citations and stuff. But I know I'm performing at the master's level. I should get my fucking shit together on citations. But any other APA students out there whose professors are not on the same page with how many authors et al at the end of three, or if it's 3 authors or if it's 3 or more, because I had one professor dock me a point saying that if it's 3 you have to list all of them, and then everyone else is saying if it's 3 or more you can put et al, and you should put et al, and that's what the internet says. That's what fucking Purdue said. But okay. I have 7 pages total. I need 8 to 9 double spaced. This is 6 1/4 of a page, I would say, single spaced. So I think I'm doing good. I just need to go through this one paper pretty much and just kind of like plug and chug all of these different concepts that I've gathered. I've got all of my references just ready, waiting, raring to go. Right, and now it's just like a bunch of kind of really annoying formatting stuff, and then like plugging and chugging everything and being like, whoa, I think this therapy modality would be great for this client because of X, Y, and Z. Here's a study that supports my statement. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll film myself playing D&D, maybe I won't, I don't know.
You like laying in the sun? Hi, Bookie. Here you go. Alright, I'll leave you alone in the sun.
Good evening. It's the evening of Mardi Gras. Now, I had school stuff to do, so I wasn't able to go and see my family for Mardi Gras, which kind of sucked. But it's okay. But I wanted to check in and tell you all what I've been reading to take up my time. Like I said earlier, I finished the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin and started Obelisk Gate. I'm liking it, but I don't know, it's just not hitting as hard as I wanted it to. I read Little Fires Everywhere over summer, I think. And now I'm reading Everything I Never Told You. I am 217 pages in out of 217 out of 292. So I'm getting there. I'm getting close, but it's just a lot to take in, and I kind of wanted somewhere to park my brain to just like daydream and not have to think too hard. So of course I decided to go with something that's like D&D because I'm hyper fixated. Oh, it's okay. Someone's setting off fireworks and it scared Miss Wee. She's going into her crate. Poor thing. I'm reading currently I'm listening to Robbie Daymond, Laura Bailey, and Liam O'Brien read the Vox Machina novel that came out last year, called Kith and Kin, about Vax and Vex. It's like a prequel to the first campaign that they did, which is what inspired the Legend of Vox Machina animated series that is out on Amazon. I've watched the whole thing. I loved it. When Keyleth has her moment in the last episode, I freaking cried. I really enjoyed the animated series. I wonder though if it would be as enjoyable for people that are into fantasy but don't understand or haven't played Dungeons and Dragons. So if that's you, let me know what you thought of the show in the comments down below, because I'm biased as hell. I've been playing D&D for like 2 or 3 years now. But I'm on chapter 15 on Kith and Kin, and it's the perfect place to shut off my brain at night. I realized, tell me your guys' opinion about audiobooks. I think they still completely count as like books that you've read, because what this audiobook, especially the crit roll one that they did, for Kith and Kin, the vibes that it's giving me is like old school Disney audiobooks. I don't know if anyone remembers that. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with Disney audiobooks, and it was a Disney book of a movie, like kind of the abridged version. And it came with a book with like stills from the movie, the abridged version, but it also came with a tape where they would act through everything, and I would listen to those when I went to sleep. And my father, bless his heart, would come in when he heard the tape go off. He just had like, I don't know, he just has the ears for it. He would hear the tape click, or I would probably call him as well, and he would come in and switch the tape for me. And I remember one of my favorite ones forever was Pinocchio. I really loved that one. And my dad he can make it sound like he's underwater, like Pinocchio calling for his dad. I can't. I can do other silly shit, but I can't be like, I can't do it. I can't do it. That was horrible. Plus the fact it's like 11:30 at night and my throat hurts. But yeah, that's my thoughts so far on Kith and Kin. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep listening to my audiobook and probably pass out. Okay?